Hey guys, it's me, Nina, and this video is a little late, but what can you do? So today I am recording May's wrap-up, and May wasn't a great reading month for me. I only read 3 books, but you know what? We're going to talk about them anyway because they're good books. So the first one I'm going to show you is one that I had really high expectations for. It is Shout by Laurie Halse Anderson. Now, Laurie Halse Anderson wrote Speak, and it's a really popular, famous book, and it is one of my favorite books. I've read it twice, and I recommend it to everyone that I know because I love it so much. And when I heard that she was coming out with this one, and like the covers are similar, and it was like gonna be like, I felt like it was gonna be like a thing going off of that. I had no idea what it was actually about. I didn't know if this was like a series that she made and she made it a series, or if it was going to be similar in some way. But I had really high hopes because Speak was one of my favorite books in this whole world. Now, with that being said, it was a little bit of a letdown for me. It's more of a memoir that she wrote. It is written in verse, which made it a quick read. I didn't read it very quickly, but it's quicker to read because it's written in verse. There are some very powerful verses and words that she uses that really resonated with me. So it's beautifully written, but she has a lot of strong opinions and a lot of self-experience, I guess. And some of the things she said, I was like, you go girl, like, yes, absolutely. And then there were some things that she said that I slightly disagreed with, and just because I disagreed with them doesn't mean that it wasn't a good book. I just felt, I don't know, I had such high expectations because of Speak, and this was nothing like Speak. This was a memoir. This was her own personal story. It didn't flow all together very nicely for me. I don't know. It was beautifully written. She had a lot of strong, powerful wording and opinions, but it wasn't like the best thing ever created. So, I really liked Speak more, but this wasn't bad per se. I personally would give it like a 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. It was just not personally the best for me. Moving on from that, I have Trouble Makes a Comeback by Stephanie Tromley. I read, what's it called? Trouble is a Friend of Mine last month, and I got super lucky. I did not know that it was a series or a duology. I thought that it was just a standalone. It works as a standalone. And then I went to go write my Goodreads review, and I found out that there was a second book. And I was like, oh, man, I'm never going to find the second book. I'll have to buy it online, and I don't really want to spend that much money. I buy books very cheaply, and if I have to buy it online, you have to pay shipping, and you usually have to pay like $8 for a book or something. That's too much for me. So I got super lucky, and literally a couple days after I finished the first one, I went to Dollar Tree, and I found this for $1 at Dollar Tree, and I got so excited. So I read this, I loved it, I finished it, it was great. It wasn't as good as the first one. It was still good though, and I guess there's gonna be a third one if she continues writing it, because the way this ended didn't fulfill me. Like, there was open ending there. But I guess I didn't tell you what this is about. It's kind of hard to explain without the first one. Basically, there's a little romance between this guy and this girl, but like they go on little missions and try and find out what happened to his sister. Years ago, his sister was kidnapped, and the case has never been solved. So he is on a mad manhunt for whoever took his sister and find out what truly happened. Is his sister still alive? All of that jazz. And I don't know, it's crazy. It's a wild goose chase, and it's fun, it's adventurous, and thrilling. So yeah. I'm going to talk about is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. This is one that I'm super excited for. I was so excited for this. I love her YouTube. I watch her YouTube a lot, and so when my library got this and I saw that it was by her, I was like, oh! I was the first one to get it. I was the first one. I still have yet to finish it, but I'm putting it on this list because I'm almost done with it. I really started off really liking it. I've never watched her episode writings because I knew she was writing a book, and I didn't want any spoilers. I didn't want to know anything about this book. That was my cat. So, I started reading this, and I did not know she was going to be such a good writer. So props to her. Some people that like do YouTube and then they think that they're an author and then that just sucks. She's really good. I like the way she writes. It really flows nicely. I like the plot line. I like the characters. There's just issues that I don't really like. So, spoiler if you're kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a spoiler. So, this boy, our main male character, is kind of having like this little flirty friendship with our main female character. But the boy is in a relationship, and it just really pisses me off. Like, it gives me Stephanie Perkins vibes from Anne and the French Kiss, you know? And it kind of like, in my head, it's like, oh, cheating's fine kind of thing. They don't necessarily physically cheat. They're just being flirty, and in my mind, that's cheating, and it gives me bad vibes. And the whole book is about them kind of like connecting and having this great little like romance thing. It's like seeing them develop through that, I guess. And I didn't necessarily like them together. Like, they had a couple flirty days, and then he realized that he was a douchebag for like being flirty when he has a girlfriend. And then he like ignores her the rest of the trip. And then like a billion years later, she tracks him down and they have a thing again. And I'm just like, you had like a couple days that you flirted, and now 6 years later you're gonna reignite that. Like, I don't know. I felt like it needed to be a little bit longer of a relationship flirty thing for that to be really gravitating towards me. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't gripping me in, because like they had like a couple flirty friendship days, and then it was like, that's it, you know? I don't know. So I wasn't really feeling the relationship, and it really pissed me off that he was flirting when he had a girlfriend, and the way he treated his girlfriend, he was like, I don't really know if we're gonna see how it goes, because I don't know if I want to do long distance. Like, he treated it like it wasn't that big of a deal. And then like, what is it, 6 years later in the future, he's still dating that same girl. I'm just like, and then again, he does the flirty thing and does it to the same woman. He flirts with this girl, and it really angers me. So I love the plot line, and I love the characters as a whole. I think they have great personalities. I just wasn't feeling the romance quite so much, and I like wasn't sold on it, and I don't like the fact that I feel like they're cheating. You get what I'm saying? If he didn't have a girlfriend and the relationship was a little bit longer than a couple days of flirting, I think I would have given this book 5 stars. I don't know how it ends quite yet. We'll see. But as a whole, I still like it. I would give it a 4 stars. But I don't know. There's some essence there that it's just kind of like turning me off a little bit. Nonetheless, I love Christine, and I think her writing was really well done, and I think her characters were well thought out. Her jokes are funny. It's humorous. It's cutesy. It's adventurous, all while sticking to like the same plot line, which is hard to do for some writers. So I give her props for that. Anyway, that is all I have for you today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!